9 Morning Habits of Centenarian Doctors. Secrets to Longevity and Healthy Living After 55. Hey there, meaningful living family. Are you ready to unlock the secrets to extraordinary longevity? Today, we're diving deep into the morning routines of individuals who aren't just reaching 100 years old, but are living vibrant, sharp, and active lives well beyond that milestone. Imagine a life filled with vitality, energy, and mental clarity even into your 90s or past 100. Many of us dream of this, but few know the simple habits that truly make it possible. Did you know there's a hidden group of medical professionals who consistently live well past 100, while most in their field barely make it to 80? What's even more shocking is that these centenarian doctors don't rely on expensive medications, cutting-edge treatments, or complex medical procedures. They follow 9 remarkably simple morning habits that activate longevity pathways most people never access. These powerful routines can add decades of healthy, vibrant years to your life if you start implementing them today. The most amazing part? You can begin all of them as early as tomorrow morning. So, are you ready to uncover these powerful secrets and transform your mornings forever? Let me introduce you to Dr. Arthur Jenkins, who just celebrated his 104th birthday and still sees patients 3 days a week at his family practice in the quiet town of Willow Creek, California. His colleagues are stunned by his razor-sharp mind, tireless energy, and the fact that he takes no prescription medications. For years, they begged him to reveal his secret. It must be good genes, they'd often say. But when Dr. Jenkins finally shared his daily regimen, his fellow doctors were shocked by its simplicity. "I've been doing these same 9 things every morning for over 70 years, he explained. Nothing complicated, just consistent habits that keep my brain sharp, my heart strong, and my body functioning like someone decades younger." What's even more striking is that these exact 9 habits have been identified in dozens of other long-living doctors across the country. And today, I'm going to share precisely what they do every single morning that most people completely overlook. The 5-minute morning meditation, gratitude and connection. Most individuals often underestimate the profound impact of their inner state and emotional tone in the very first moments after waking. A common pitfall is to immediately plunge into the day's concerns or tasks, missing a critical opportunity to activate powerful longevity pathways linked to inner peace, joy, and meaningful connection. The science behind it. Research in neuroscience and positive psychology reveals that morning practices of meditation and gratitude significantly lower stress hormones like cortisol and boost the production of feel-good hormones, dopamine and serotonin. This not only brightens your mood but also strengthens your immune system and promotes better cognitive function. Dr. Eleanor Vance, an integrative medicine specialist, explains, "Early morning is a sacred time when our brain is in an alpha state, ideal for programming positive intentions. By practicing mindful gratitude and inner calm, we not only enhance our mental health but literally reprogram our bodies for longevity and resilience." Studies from regions known for exceptional longevity also consistently highlight the importance of strong social connections and a positive outlook as key pillars for a long and healthy life. The story of Dr. Sylvia Reed. Consider the remarkable example of Dr. Sylvia Reed, who at 103 years young still actively hosts weekly gatherings with her cherished friends and family. She begins every single day with her personal ritual of inner peace and deep gratitude. "My colleagues often talked endlessly about diets and exercise, but very few truly understood the profound importance of having a full and content heart," she shares with a wise smile. "For decades, I've made it a point to genuinely express gratitude for the simple things. For a new day, for breath, for the connection to nature and the universe, and then reach out to someone I deeply care about every single morning. My memory remains incredibly sharp, my spirit is wonderfully bright, and I truly believe these daily doses of inner calm and connection are just as vital to my well-being as any prescription medication." Sadly, her peers who ignored this inner aspect often experienced faster cognitive decline and significantly higher rates of depression. Here's exactly what you need to do tomorrow morning. Minute 1 to 3. Morning meditation and gratitude. Don't rush to get out of bed. Stay lying down or sit comfortably. Close your eyes or gently focus your gaze on a single point. Take a few deep breaths, allowing your body to relax. Mentally or softly whisper deep gratitude for the night that passed, for waking up, for the new day beginning. You can start with a short prayer of thanks. Thank the universe, nature, or any higher power you believe in for life, for health, for the ability to feel and to be. Feel this gratitude truly in your heart. This is your personal, quiet magic for starting the day. Minute 4 to 5. Meaningful connection. After this inner reset, think of someone you truly care about. Reach out to that person. This isn't just about sending a generic text message. It could be a quick, heartfelt phone call to a dear friend or family member, sending a thoughtful, personalized message, even just thinking of you, sending love, or planning a brief video call to see their face. The essential element here is intentional, positive interaction. If immediate contact isn't possible, you can spend these minutes writing a short, handwritten note to someone, or planning a future interaction that brings you joy. The powerful impact. This simple, yet incredibly effective 5-minute routine fundamentally shifts your mindset from passive to proactive positivity. It literally floods your body with feel-good hormones, significantly reduces damaging cortisol levels, and powerfully strengthens your social and spiritual bonds. All of these are potent, scientifically proven pathways to living a longer, more vibrant, and truly meaningful life. Your challenge: will you commit to investing just these 5 minutes of morning meditation, gratitude, and connection tomorrow morning? Your mind, your heart, and your future self will undoubtedly thank you for decades to come, reaping incredible rewards. Warm water hydration. What you put into your body first thing in the morning can subtly influence your aging process and organ function. Most people immediately reach for coffee or cold beverages. But long livers do something entirely different, and it makes a profound difference in their well-being. Research suggests that drinking 16 ounces, 450 milliliters, of warm or room temperature water immediately upon waking supports digestion, aids in toxin elimination, and promotes optimal cellular hydration. Dr. Bethany Cole, a specialist in holistic gastroenterology, explains, after a night's rest, the body is primed for gentle rehydration. Warm water helps to softly awaken the digestive system, thin the blood, and support detoxification without the potential shock or constriction that very cold water might cause. Consider Dr. Robert Davies, who recently celebrated his 100th birthday and still actively maintains his medical practice. He largely credits his longevity to his morning hydration ritual. For 70 years, I never started my day with coffee or a chilled drink. Only pure, warm water, he explains. My colleagues often struggled with digestive issues and energy slumps, while I felt light and energized. Most of them retired years ago with health challenges, while I'm still seeing patients. Crucially, Dr. Davies never experienced the kidney or heart issues that plagued many of his coffee-drinking peers. Here's exactly what you need to do tomorrow morning. Before your feet even touch the floor, drink 16 ounces, 450 milliliters, of warm or room temperature water. Keep a glass beside your bed, prepared the night before. You can add a squeeze of lemon or a pinch of Himalayan salt for enhanced benefits. It's important that the water isn't ice cold, as this can constrict blood vessels and the digestive system. Wait at least 30 minutes before consuming anything else, especially caffeine, which can counteract hydration benefits. This simple habit costs nothing, takes mere seconds, and can add years to your life. Are you ready to make this small yet powerful shift tomorrow morning? The 5-minute movement sequence. How you move or don't move in the first 15 minutes after waking can profoundly impact your life's longevity and quality. Most people roll out of bed and immediately shuffle to the bathroom or kitchen, unaware they're missing a critical window to activate longevity pathways. According to research in gerontology, performing specific mobility exercises within 15 minutes of waking increases blood circulation to vital organs and significantly reduces inflammatory markers linked to age-related diseases. Dr. Patricia Miller, an orthopedic specialist focusing on aging, states, "The body is in a unique state upon first waking. Certain movements performed during this window send signals to the musculoskeletal and circulatory systems that literally turn on longevity genes that would otherwise remain dormant." Consider Dr. Edward Chung, who at 106 years old still performs delicate surgeries with the steady hands of someone half his age. Dr. Chung executes a specific movement sequence every morning before his feet even touch the floor. When my residents ask me how I maintain such precision in my surgical technique at my age, they're always surprised by my answer, he shares. It's not about special gym workouts or supplements. It's about the 5 minutes of movement I do right after waking, before I even get out of bed. I haven't missed a day in 65 years. His colleagues who skipped this habit developed arthritis, tremors, and poor circulation decades earlier. Meanwhile, Dr. Chung maintains the agility of a much younger person. Here's the exact 5-minute sequence to implement tomorrow morning. Start on your back and gently rotate each ankle 10 times in each direction. Next, bend and extend each knee 10 times. Then, keeping your legs straight, gently lift them a few inches and make small circles 10 clockwise, 10 counterclockwise. Move to your arms, rotate wrists 10 times in each direction, then elbows, then shoulders. Finally, slowly turn your head side to side 10 times, then up and down 10 times. The entire sequence takes just 5 minutes but activates every major joint in your body during this critical waking window. The key is to do this before you get out of bed. Timing is essential for activating these longevity pathways. Can you commit to these 5 minutes tomorrow morning? Your future self will thank you for decades to come. Strategic morning sun exposure. Many people make a crucial mistake every morning, avoiding the very thing that could extend their lives by up to 7 years. They keep their blinds drawn, stay indoors, and miss nature's most potent longevity tool, morning sunlight. Research indicates that 10 to 15 minutes of direct exposure to early morning sunlight triggers vitamin D production and sets circadian rhythms that regulate over 200 longevity genes. Dr. Jonathan Hayes, a circadian rhythm specialist, explains, morning sun exposure between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. is fundamentally different from light exposure at other times of the day. This specific light spectrum directly impacts the pineal gland, synchronizing thousands of biological processes that determine how well we age. Consider Dr. Amelia Stone, who at 99 years old has the bone density of a 50-year-old and cognitive function that surpasses many 30-year-olds. She credits these remarkable metrics to her daily morning sun ritual. When I was in medical school, they never taught us the importance of morning light, she recalls. But I noticed the centenarians in my practice all practiced this morning sun habit, no matter the weather. I adopted it 60 years ago, and now my bone scans and cognitive tests shock every specialist who reviews them. Meanwhile, her colleagues who spent their mornings in windowless offices developed osteoporosis and cognitive decline decades earlier. Here's what you must do tomorrow morning. Within 30 minutes of waking, step outside and expose your face and hands to direct sunlight for 10 to 15 minutes. No sunglasses. The light needs to enter through your eyes to properly signal your brain. Don't stare directly at the sun, but allow the natural light to reach your retinas. Timing is crucial. The specific light spectrum between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. activates vitamin D production and circadian alignment you can't get at other times of the day. During winter months or cloudy days, sit near a window or use a 10,000 lux light therapy lamp for the same duration. This habit costs nothing, requires minimal time, yet activates biological pathways that expensive supplements and medications cannot touch. Will you give yourself these 10 minutes of life-extending light tomorrow morning? The longevity breakfast formula. The breakfasts you eat could be quietly sabotaging your chances of living past 100, no matter what else you're doing right. Most people consume breakfast combinations that actually accelerate aging at a cellular level, while long livers follow a specific formula that does the opposite. Researchers have identified specific breakfast combinations that activate autophagy, a cellular cleansing process universally observed at high levels in centenarians. Dr. Sharon Lewis, a nutritional biochemist, explains, morning is when the body is most receptive to nutrients that trigger autophagy, essentially clearing out damaged cells and proteins. Studies show that certain food combinations consumed within a specific morning window can boost this cellular cleanup by up to 300%, significantly slowing the aging process. Consider Dr. David Parker, who at 72 was diagnosed with prediabetes, high blood pressure, and early cognitive decline. After adopting the long liver's breakfast formula, his health markers completely normalized within 6 months. Now at 105, he teaches medical students and runs marathons. When I tell my students that my health transformation started with changing what I ate for breakfast, they're skeptical, he admits. But blood tests and cognitive assessments don't lie. I haven't taken a single prescription drug in 30 years, while most of my former colleagues are either gone or managing multiple health issues with a dozen pills daily. Here's the exact breakfast formula to implement tomorrow morning. Begin with 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive or avocado oil on an empty stomach. 15 minutes later, consume a combination of protein, 4 to 6 ounces of eggs, Greek yogurt or fish, fiber, 1 to 2 cups of leafy greens or cruciferous vegetables, and a healthy fat, 1/4 avocado, a handful of nuts, or 1 teaspoon of nut butter. The specific timing matters. Protein consumed after the fat primes the digestive system for optimal nutrient absorption and autophagy activation. Equally important is what to avoid: all refined carbohydrates, especially cereals, toast, pastries, and fruit juices, which create aging-accelerating glycation end products. This precise breakfast formula has been shown to regulate insulin, reduce inflammation, and activate longevity pathways that most breakfasts switch off. Can you commit to this powerful dietary shift tomorrow morning? The 7-minute brain sharpening routine. The biggest indicator of whether you'll live to 100 with your memory intact isn't genetics. It's whether you perform this specific morning mental routine. Most people focus solely on physical health, neglecting the brain exercises that could prevent cognitive decline. Neuroscientists have documented that a specific sequence of cognitive exercises, performed within the first hour of waking, strengthens neural connections linked to longevity and memory preservation. Dr. Christopher Jones, a neuroplasticity researcher, states, "The brain is in a uniquely receptive state shortly after waking. Cognitive tasks performed during this window create stronger neural pathways and activate BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which protects against neurodegenerative diseases." Consider Dr. Michael Thompson, who at 108 years old can recall patient details from 50 years ago with astonishing accuracy. He attributes his sustained cognitive function to his daily mental routine. "I've been doing the same 7-minute brain exercise sequence every morning since I was 35, he says. "My colleagues thought it was odd at first, but when they started experiencing senior moments in their 60s while my memory remained sharp, they began to ask questions." Many of those same colleagues later developed dementia or Alzheimer's, while Dr. Thompson continues to mentor medical students and recall complex medical literature without notes. Here's the exact 7-minute sequence to implement tomorrow morning. Start with 2 minutes of counting backward from 100 by 7s, 100, 93, 86. Next, spend 2 minutes recalling details from yesterday in reverse chronological order, starting from bedtime and working backward to morning. Then, 1 minute naming as many items as possible within a category: animals, countries, foods. Finally, 2 minutes mentally navigating through your childhood home, room by room, recalling specific details about objects and their placement. This precise sequence activates different brain regions in a specific order that has been shown to strengthen neural connections and prevent cognitive decline. Do not alter the order or duration. Neuroscience research shows this exact sequence and timing are most effective for brain preservation. Will you invest these 7 minutes in your cognitive future tomorrow morning? Strategic morning fasting. The timing of your first meal might be more critical than what you eat when it comes to extending your life past 100. Most people rush to eat breakfast too early, missing a critical opportunity to activate cellular repair mechanisms. Research published in leading scientific journals indicates that extending your overnight fast by just 2 to 3 hours each morning activates longevity pathways that would otherwise lie dormant, potentially adding up to 10 healthy years to your life. Dr. Laura White, a metabolism researcher, explains, "The body initiates critical cellular repair processes during fasting. Most people interrupt this process by eating right after waking, essentially shutting down repair mechanisms before they've completed their work. Extended morning fasting allows these processes to finish, with profound implications for longevity." Consider Dr. Daniel Adams, who at 76 received devastating news: advanced diabetes requiring insulin and early-stage heart disease. Instead of immediately resorting to medication, he implemented strategic morning fasting. Within 6 months, his blood sugar normalized, and his cardiovascular markers dramatically improved. Now at 102, he takes no medication and boasts normal blood sugar levels. My endocrinologist couldn't believe the transformation, Dr. Adams recalls. He kept rechecking my charts, convinced there was a mistake. It's medically impossible, he told me. But the numbers don't lie. All I changed was when I ate my first meal of the day. Here's exactly what you need to do tomorrow morning. Extend the time between your last meal of the day and your first meal the next day to at least 14 to 16 hours. If you finish dinner at 7 p.m., don't eat your first meal until at least 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. the next day. During the fasting window, consume only water, black coffee, or plain tea. No sweeteners, creamers, or flavorings that could trigger an insulin response. If you take medications that require food, consult your doctor about timing adjustments. Start with 3 non-consecutive days a week, gradually building to daily practice as your body adapts. To help with hunger, distract yourself with the other morning habits we've discussed. This strategic timing shift triggers autophagy, ketone production, and cellular stress resistance, 3 key mechanisms that centenarians universally exhibit at higher levels than the general population. Are you willing to delay breakfast tomorrow to activate these powerful longevity pathways? The 3-minute breathing protocol. Your breathing pattern in the first 30 minutes after waking can subtly damage your heart and brain, even if you're unaware. Most people breathe improperly, especially in the morning, triggering stress responses that accelerate aging. Pulmonologists have documented that specific breathing patterns practiced by long livers enhance oxygen saturation and reduce stress hormones when performed each morning. Dr. Sarah Peterson, a cardiopulmonary specialist, explains, morning cortisol naturally rises upon waking, which is necessary to kickstart the day. However, improper breathing keeps these levels elevated, creating chronic. The specific breathing pattern used by long livers counteracts this inflammatory spike, creating a cascade of positive effects throughout the body. Consider Dr. Helen Green, who at 71 had dangerously high blood pressure resistant to multiple medications. After learning this breathing technique from a 105-year-old colleague, she implemented it daily. Within 3 months, her blood pressure normalized, allowing her to discontinue all. Now at 103, she maintains ideal blood pressure without pharmaceutical intervention. My cardiologist was baffled, Dr. Green recalls. He kept recalibrating his equipment, convinced it was faulty. When he finally agreed the readings were accurate, he asked me what I had changed. When I told him it was just a breathing exercise, he laughed. Now, he recommends it to all his patients. Here's the exact 3-minute protocol to implement tomorrow morning. Sit on the edge of your bed, feet flat on the floor, back straight. Place one hand on your belly and the other on your chest. For 1 minute, inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for 7. Exhale through pursed lips for 8. For the second minute, change to inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. For the final minute, simply observe your natural breath, without altering it. A common mistake most people make is performing this while lying down. The specific seated position activates different vagal pathways than lying down. This precise protocol has been shown to immediately reduce inflammatory markers, regulate blood pressure, and improve heart rate variability. All are critical longevity factors. Will you dedicate these 3 minutes tomorrow morning? Your cardiovascular system will immediately thank you. Morning movement in nature. What you don't do in the first hour of waking could be depriving you of powerful longevity chemicals that centenarians possess in abundance. Most people exercise later in the day, if at all, missing the optimal window for producing youth-preserving compounds. Research suggests that a walk in a natural setting within 60 minutes of waking boosts BDNF, a protein directly linked to brain longevity, by up to 300% compared to exercising later in the day. Dr. Daniel Harrison, an exercise physiologist, states, morning movement in nature creates a unique physiological response that we don't see with exercise at other times of the day. The combination of early light exposure, cortisol alignment, and movement triggers a cascade of beneficial compounds that protect against almost all major age-related diseases. Consider Dr. Thomas Walker, who at 105 years old still maintains the cognitive function and physical stamina of someone decades younger. He never misses his morning nature walk, regardless of the weather. My colleagues always questioned why I insisted on walking outside first thing every morning, even in rain or snow, he shares. They preferred the comfort of treadmills or waiting for better weather. Now, I attend their funerals while I'm still seeing patients and enjoying an active life. The human body was designed to move in nature when the day begins. It's not optional for those who want extraordinary longevity. Here's what you must do tomorrow morning. Within the first hour of waking, step outside and walk in the most natural environment available to you for 20 minutes. This could be a park, a tree-lined street, or even your garden. The key elements are natural morning light, rhythmic movement, and green surroundings. Walk at a comfortable pace. There's no need for intensity. Consistency is more important than speed or distance. In inclement weather, use a covered porch or balcony, or as a last resort, walk near windows with natural views. If mobility is limited, simply sitting outside and performing gentle arm and leg movements provides many of the same benefits. What sets this apart from regular exercise is the specific timing, the natural setting, and the moderate intensity. All three elements must be present to activate the longevity pathways unique to this habit. Can you commit to these 20 minutes tomorrow morning? They might be the most important 20 minutes of your day for extending your life. These 9 simple morning habits aren't complex medical procedures or expensive treatments. They are accessible to everyone, regardless of age or current health status. By implementing even just a few of these powerful routines, you'll activate the very same longevity pathways that have helped these doctors live vibrant, healthy lives well past 100. Each habit builds on the last, creating a synergistic effect that's far more potent than any single health intervention. And the best part? You can start as early as tomorrow morning. Remember, it's never too late to begin. Your body has an incredible capacity for healing and regeneration when given the right tools. If you found this information valuable, please hit the like button right now and share in the comments below which of these morning habits you're going to start tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video packed with more amazing insights for a truly meaningful life. Share this with someone you care about. These simple habits could give you both more healthy years together.